Hi, Pearl Maddox here. Thank you for joining me. To minimize the impact of criticism, if you don't get anything else out of this video, if you remember these 4 words, don't let it in. Now, people can be very critical at times and they'll say stuff, and it's up to you. You do not have to let it in. Number 1, you can say, thank you for sharing. That's your way of being polite. Do not let anybody pull you out of your normal character and say, hey, thank you for sharing, but I'm not going to let that in. You know, what you think about me is your business. If they continue, you can move to the next step and say, hey, could you repeat that? Could you say that a little bit slower, a little bit louder, please? I didn't quite understand that. That's kind of that's a polite way of yanking their chain and say, hey, is that really what you want to say to me? It could be that they're just having a bad day and they're taking it out on you. And that'll make them stop in their tracks and think about what it is they just said, and if they really want to repeat that. Most people will say, no, never mind, I'm just having a bad day. That wasn't meant for you. The third thing you can do is, if they do say whatever it was, the criticism, and they repeat it and they say it loud enough so that you are clear on what they said, then ask them, are you trying to hurt my feelings? And that again is a polite way, but a assertive way of opening the door for communication. I know I had an experience with a supervisor, and he said something to me and I responded in I thought a cordial way, I don't know. But he said, you don't have to look so mean. That was his response. And I thought, oh my goodness, that was his way of saying, are you trying to hurt my feelings? Are you trying to be disrespectful? And I explained to him, oh, I'm so sorry. I did not know I was coming across like that. It just so happens that I was under a great deal of stress at that time. I had to give a presentation at a university I was attending doing graduate work. I had to drive there, it's 70 miles away. So there was a great deal. I'm at work, got to drive to a class that's 70 miles away and then give a presentation on top of that. So I can imagine what my face must have looked like when I gave my response, because I was feeling a great deal of stress. So again, that just opened the lines of communication, because that certainly wasn't the message I was trying to send. And I'm glad he called me on it. So, and if the next step is, if they are brazen about it and say, yeah, I am trying to hurt your feelings. I think you're a loudmouth, aggressive, know-it-all. And then it's up to you. Again, you do not let someone pull you out of your normal character. And you say, did you know, since you're sharing with me, let me share with you that research shows that the people who are most critical of others are usually projecting what they feel about themselves onto someone else. So really, this is more about you than it is about me. And go on about your merry way. Again, remember, you do not have to let criticism in. Don't let it in. You all have an awesome and powerful day. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye now.